Hello everybody and welcome to another video. In this video it's going to be another sort of tour. Yeah, I'm going to be doing another one of Norchester. I do believe this is actually the first one where I've actually got the capture card going, so you can probably see what it's like without having to squint and look at a really bright screen. It's being recorded on my tablet, so... yeah, quite a while ago now I recorded a video. Well, I recorded quite a while ago, but then I uploaded late because I completely forgot about it. Yeah, I uploaded the tour of my terminal, my passenger terminal, so I won't be touring that, and I'll put a link in the description to that video as I said I would, and I was like, oh, I'm going to record this afterwards, and then I started doing it, and then I just thought, no, I'm completely wiped out, because it took like 20 minutes to do that. So now I haven't recorded anything today, I've just eaten something, and I'm pretty energetic, so I thought, quick, record it while you have the energy, so... yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. So, yeah, where I seem to always start this is where I actually started. So, if you didn't know, this is the first building which was ever built in this world. Not just the first thing in general. The thing I built, I probably built the road up to here, I think. I don't know exactly where, but it was a bit past the fire station. It's probably about from there and down to about here-ish. But this used to be an old Tesco's area, if you remember that. And if you've been there that long, or you've watched like the old videos of when it was there, so yeah, that used to be an old Tesco's area. But I built this. This is still the same. The only thing I've changed in it is some matches and stuff. But yeah, it's actually tore it. Oh yeah, this is actually based on the second leg of fire station because I've heard that they have 3 now, which is pretty ridiculous. So I've got a map of Norchester Airport right there. So I'll just give you an idea of where we are if you haven't been in this one before. Where that green arrow is where we are. In the fire station, that is the passenger terminal there, as you can see all the little jetways and everything in that large white blob on the side there, and there's other things around. Pretty obvious that that's the runway there, there's taxiways everywhere, and it actually does look quite realistic. Something I might actually want to do, though, is what I've just realised, is these taxiways are always slanted by a runway, aren't they? Never mind, so... yeah, this is a little, bottom area. This is very small because, yeah, as it's based off of that, it's not very big, but I like it. It's quite cute, this little fire station. So, yeah, this is, the fire engine hatches. We've got this one here, which is just a little, fire chief truck, I think. Did I put Norchester Airport Fire Station on the side? I think I might need to do that. But yeah, these used to be absolutely terrible. The design that I had, the floor of them, I just changed out this floor for a different colour. That's how bad they were. So yeah, they're a lot better now. And they're Lord Deckers, I think I did them. This one says it, Norchester Airport Fire Station, or fire service even. And so yeah, this is a quite nice little fire truck. I was thinking about possibly making it bigger to what its design was, but I didn't want to overcomplicate it, and I probably forgot what it was, and I wouldn't want to have to go back to it and try and do it again because I'm like that. So is there a window here? Yeah, in the real fire station, what there isn't actually any walls, it's just the pillars. If I can remember, there's the hatches at the front, there's no wall here, it's just little gates between. And there's no back here, there's just pillars, and this wall isn't there either. So yeah. Same with the front, I think, as well, hang on. And just go there. Same with this bit, all of this back wall was never here in the real thing, but I just decided to add a little door back here and things like that. So yeah, if we just go further up, and close the door there, I'll go up the ladder instead of fly because I'm normal. Yes, I really am. In here, this is a little sort of storage of stuff. I came in here recently and changed this to water bottles because... and my TV just turned off, it does this sometimes. Hang on, there we go. Yeah, sometimes I think the connection lost or tries to refresh the connection, but you won't see it. But I do, anyway, yeah. These are splash potions of water bottles because they added them now, and so what you can, they actually put out fire. Let me just check fire sprays off. Yes, it is. I just want to show you, and I really weirdly just sucked in air then. Right, flint and steel. Then I want a splash potion of water, which is there. These actually put out fire. Isn't that pretty cool? So yeah, I decided that I would, in fact, I think I want to get that back because I'm in the middle of the project and then I decided to record this. So yeah, that is what's that there, and then of course there's the normal water buckets as well. And here's just a fire resistance, which is pretty obvious. And for fire station, I've actually looked out here. we get rid of that street lamp, and then it'd look a bit nicer, but... Oh well, still was pretty nice. Here, this is in fact the helicopter. This is the first aircraft that was ever built in the world. It's the oldest one by far. Yeah, this is the first one I ever made. At first I thought I built the two planes which are there, the original Terminal 1. And there before, but no, this is built before. This was actually part of the fire station. This is in fact pretty much the same shape as the actual one is. It's got different colours and stuff. But yeah, this is my sort of design of it, so... Again, I came in here recently to change it a bit because it looks more realistic now, so I've got like yokes and flight sticks and all sorts of buttons in here. Got a little seat back here, which is very crowded. So yeah, if you just go out here, whoop. And yeah, it's just want to be like a little like fire helicopter. There we go. I've just realised something. I haven't actually put like the hose on the side. In the Lego one, there's actually like a little like hosing on the side that used to squirt water. It's not like one of those helicopters that has like the big massive crate underneath. It goes into the sea, scoops up water, and then dousers on forest fires. Because I think I could do it on this one, but I don't know. I think I might need to fit that at some point. And yeah, then further above, in the third layer, second floor, third, whatever you want to call it, this is sort of going to be like the officer's mess. So some little seats here. There's going to be like a little kitchen, which is extremely cramped. So a pretty nice view down there, and also to the airport as well. And so yeah, that is pretty much unchanged, apart from a few things I'll change about it, including this changing this to Norchester Airport Fire Station, which I did finally, because that said Norwich Airport for literally years. It really did. Oh yeah, if I want to show you, the registration of this helicopter, I named it is Golf, Foxtrot, India, Romeo, Echo, just G5. That probably exists in the world anyway, but whatever. So yeah. What next? Oh no, that's the thing I always go for first, but yeah. The things I pretty much built after this are gone now. Here there used to be a Tesco's, but that's completely gone now. That was there right for ages. Then there was Terminal 1, which was about here-ish. And there was Concorde there, there's Ryanair there, and Pocket 50 there. Yeah, there was all sorts of stuff, but I eventually changed that. And so yeah, I guess I could just give you a bit of a tour back here then. And since we're here, I'll just sort of work my way out. This is actually, in fact, just want to say about this. This is an airfield crash gate, because this fire station is meant to be serving the airport, and there was no way for them to get onto the airfield, unless they'd have to go through the museum and open up the gates over there. And have to go all the way around, through the roundabout, all through here, try and dodge all the street lamps and planes and stuff, then they'd have to get through here and get out onto the airfield. There was no way for them to get out, and then I realised, I thought, I probably want to put a gate in there, so I did. So yeah, there's now an airfield crash gate there, so if you don't know, like, they do have them at airports, so yeah, if you haven't heard them before, that's basically what they just open when there's like a fire and they just need like to get to from the fire station quickly onto the airfield. So yeah, that's something I added. This little bit here is the car park for this little plane spotting area. That's what all of these seats are. And so yeah, this is the part of the museum as well. So we've got history of Norchester Airport here. I'm not going to read all this out, but basically I just say it was an RAF base and the council developed it into an airport. Then it grew and grew and grew, and now it's an airport. It really is. So yeah, what have I got? I've got Volcom. This one is in fact the same one which is at the City of Norwich Aviation Museum. And I've actually been inside it in real life, so... yeah, apparently it landed in Norwich in 1983, so... Yeah, I just got that here. What the hell? Something's going on with Minecraft where like you're just flying, or like you're just walking along, or just like flying along, and then you'll just embed in the floor for some reason. Like you'll just fall for a block and then you jump up and you're standing on it. It's very weird. I've also got like, these little signs on here saying where it's built. So it's built on from 1964. I had to research it because I'm that type of guy. I should think I'll probably have to make them bigger because I think I might, because they are a lot bigger than that, they're not that small. So yeah, that Bombay. So that's that. And I've also got the first British Concorde prototype, which was, what was it? Golf Bravo Sierra Sierra Tango. I'm actually been on Concorde now. Dogster, because yeah, I've never done that before, and I finally actually been near and actually been on a plane, which is pretty my most favourite aircraft ever. So yeah. That was built and filtered in 1968. I guess I can give you a tour because the Vulcan there wasn't really much. So in the cockpit, as you can see, there's all sorts of dials and everything, so that's how it was. And then back here is just a bunch of test equipment, nothing special really. And I just sort of like separated all these out because this is how it was. And there's just a little door back here, so what do I do? Whoa! So I was going to get to the door. It failed! And yeah, here. And this is the wings with the flap down and the tailplane of a 747-200, which is in fact this British Airways 747 over here. And what registration was it? It was built in Everett in 1979. Golf Bravo Delta X-Ray Bravo. So I guess I can give you a tour of this. I sort of skipped a bunch, but considering I'm just sort of on the same topic, this is meant to be like the front of economy. And this isn't actually how it's in real life, but just because I'm going to stick to the aircraft was, I thought it would be better. So I've got the front of economy here. In front of here, this is all business class, so past here and the front here. And then upstairs, if I just work my way around, whoop, and then just go up here, this is all first class, so that's pretty nice. And I've got my nice little cockpit here. I'm pretty proud of how I came up with my cockpit. I think I might do a video of how they've evolved, because they started out with just like a little clock in the lighting frame and a lever, and that was it. And now they're very, very complicated and quite good. So, to my standards anyway, I hope you probably agree with me. So, yeah, here this is a Super VC10. This is by far the largest exhibit in the museum, and I've also been on one of these as well. I went on this at Duxford. I think I might need to shorten it by a few blocks, probably about 5 blocks. I think it's slightly too long, but that's likely for a tutorial. So yeah, or tutorial improvement. So yeah, what is this? This is Golf Alpha Sierra Golf India, I think, if I remember correctly. Yes, it is. And yes, Super VG10 is in zero, like the little flaps. And under here is actually where the registration is going to be, so I just covered it up over the top. So yeah, and instead of the Super VG10 Golf Alpha Sierra Golf India. So yeah, same cockpit pretty much as a 747. And then through here, this is meant to be the British Airways cabin, so yeah, pretty nice. There's a little toilet in here, and yeah, then there's just a little thing back here, so doors and galley. So yeah, there's also the alternate seats. This is actually meant to be blue, but sort of grey is the closest colour you can get to it, because there's no blue or there's no blue slabs or stairs or anything like that, which is very, very annoying. When they finally add that, like, the thing that would be most practical, I mean, I was thinking originally wall blocks, so what they could do, they could just do like half blocks of, diamond and half blocks in gold and stuff like that, because lapis would be fine. I don't mind lapis seats. I don't mind doing lapis for this. I wouldn't mind doing lapis for the British Airways thing under here. That'd be pretty nice, but yeah. Of course, this is a console and you can't retexture it, because if I could, then I definitely would right now, so I could actually do it. So this was a de Havilland Comet cockpit. Oh, this is a full C. It's X-Ray Sierra 235. This was used by the Royal Aircraft Establishment, I think. Or it might have just been the RAF, who knows. And so yeah, just a same little cockpit in here, and that's all that's really here. I was wondering how you get out. Oh yeah, I sort of strapped this up so it now looks like it's got tusks. It's pretty funny. And here, this is a TSR2. I won't go in it because there's really no point. We can just see it all in here. And so yeah, I just got a cockpit here. So yeah, I just got this here. What is it? It is X-Ray Romeo 230, which is in fact one of the only few that were actually made. I've got this here. Oh yeah, because on British Airways above the cockpit they always label. I don't think they do it now, but definitely on the lander, on the Negus and Negus, they labelled like the last 2 letters of it there. I think I need to do it over here because that's what it would have been. So this would have been GI. So we'll just put it there quickly. GI, there we go. And yeah, that would have been that. So right, if I just go, where should I? Viscount. Right. Yeah, this is Viscount, built in Weybridge in 1957. And what registration is it? It is Golf Alpha Oscar Yankee India. Yeah, this was in fact broken up in like the 90s, so I thought I'm just gonna say that the fuselage was kept and preserved. So yeah, a nice little cockpit in here. Because of the space, I can actually put the little brake pedals or rudder pedals down there. And yeah, now I've just got the BEA cabin, which is as close as I could come to it. And in fact, could I think, well, I've got 2 levers. I think. I could actually put the, what is it? The thing here, which is the tripwire hook. Yeah, I can, because I put that by the door if I can, so. I think that's pretty nice. So it looks like a little like handle you use to open it. So yeah. My throat really today. So yeah, here this is a Trident 3B, British Airways. Again, I think it's slightly too big. It'd have to be short and just by teeny tiny amount, but yeah, whatever. So what one is this? This is, where is it? Oh yeah, Golf Alpha Whiskey Zulu Michael. So. And that's it, that's meant to say Trident 2 on the engines there. I quite like the way that I did the booster and everything like that. But this is not tutorial or anything like that. This is a airport update. No, it's not. Tour. I'm going nuts. Right then, here, I really am. It's just a nice cockpit. Same as always, and this is a nice British Airways cabin. I actually used banners on the sides to try and cover up the blue, because that's what it was in the real world, and I just got a little bit around here where the door is. As we just go through here, not that far, and just go back out again. So yeah, I'm just going to sort of show you from the outside, because otherwise I'm going to be here too long. So yeah, here I've got a Hankel 111. This is, what is it? It is 5 Juliet Papa. And we've got a what is this? A Meteor, Gloucester Meteor F4. So what is this? Yeah, this is a what's that? What's V? Something Tango 340. I don't actually know, what is it? I can't remember, it'll probably come to mind in a minute. Yeah, this is an Ever Lancaster, quite obviously, and this is Echo Delta 932. This is actually the aircraft that Guy Gibson piloted for the Dambuster raids. I think it was destroyed eventually, but I decided to build it, because why not? So yeah. That is everything in the museum, and we can now start getting on to the other stuff. So this is the Airport View Hotel. Again, because it's very, very detailed, I'm just going to go through it quickly. So I've got welcome, Bienvenue, Bienvenida, and welcome. Like German, Spanish, and French, and English hellos. So yeah, I'll get to what the restaurant is. What did I just break? Don't know. Oh, I think it was a slab. I can put that out quite easily. So yeah, point for the go. And so yeah, here, this is just the little lobby area. Quite like the floor. Might change it eventually. I'm probably going to change this eventually as well. So yeah, we've just got the prices which I have. So 1 bed a night is 1 emerald, 2 beds a night is 3 emeralds, and 3 beds a night is 4 emeralds. So like 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom. You know what I mean? One bed in a room, 2 beds in a room, 3 beds in a room, sort of thing. So yeah, here I've just got the keys and the. Oh no, that's not it. That one is all the keys to the chest. It's got 1, 2, all the way up to 17 or 18, I think it is. 18, yeah. And so yeah, I've just got some a little bit of money in there. So yeah, so that's what I mean about it. It just completely goes nuts. That's quite nice from here. So yeah. I've just got little benches here just for people to sit around if they want to, just sitting in the lobby waiting. I've just got some toilets here, just the men's and the women's. And so yeah, upstairs I hear there's actually a dragon egg I think in there, because I've actually got on my inventory, as you can see. I'm petrified that I'm going to get rid of it by accident. It's literally been in my inventory for about 2 years. But yeah, I'm just absolutely terrified that I'm going to get rid of it, so I put one here. And so yeah, that is that's just in case, and then I can just rescue it if I want to, so yeah. Anyway, if I just go upstairs, I should have to go on the lift or whatever. Yeah, so I've just got the rooms. I guess I can just show you the rooms because they're all the same. So yeah, they'll just go higher up. So just break down the door because why not? So yeah, what you got here is this is the 1 bedroom house. House. So this is the 1 bedroom house. I'm like a blooming Homes of the Hammer person. Or placing the stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah, this is hence the airport view, as you can see. You got a view of the airport there, got the Jet 2757 over there on the gate. And so yeah, just got a nice little bedroom here, a little cupboard here, you can store your items in, and there's some more up there as well. A little crafting table there if you want to do any crafting. And here it's just a nice little bathroom. Yeah, quite, it's more spacious than you probably normally find in a sort of small little hotel. So yeah, that is this room. And then down here, which is actually really neat for this bit, but I decided to just do it down there because you can look out the end if you want to. So yeah, I guess I could do some like storage cover there or something. Anyway, this is the sort of like double bed room for people. So yeah, just got a nice view of the museum over there. I've got some more cupboards here and just a bathroom in here, just slightly laid out different. And I forgot to put the tripwire hook over the sink. Because, yeah, I do that. And I swear I went through here. I went through every bathroom to check it was fine, but apparently I didn't. So, did I press that button and then it just instantly closed the door in front of me? I don't know. 3. Right. Boom. And boom. There we go. And so yeah, this is all meant to be like a sort of like so if someone's coming in with their child, so they've got like a little child and sleep, and they're just like 3 people, like I don't know, like a couple's travelling with a friend or something like that. I don't know. Whatever floats your boat. So yeah, normal cupboard there, nice little bed here and bed over there, and just bathroom in here. Apparently I did put this one here and put that one there. And so yeah, it's quite nice. And oh, I forgot to put a button back. There was actually a fire in here. Yeah, it's a quite nice little place to stay if you want to stay there. So yeah, my favourite room is room 18 because yeah, it's on level 6. If I just go up there quickly, yeah, it's my favourite room because I'll just quickly show you it. And yeah, or room 16 even, or room 18. It's my favourite because you're really high up and you have a really nice view of the airport. Look at this. It's lovely. If you're like a plane spotter or an aircraft geek like I am, you'd just be sitting up there just taking pictures of planes from the window. It'd be nice. If you could change your view distance, it'd be even nicer, but you can't. Because that's what Minecraft's like. Boink. And yeah, and now we've got up here, this is in fact a completely different level. This is level 7. This is the airport view restaurant and bar. So yeah. This is, as you can see, just sort of like a little restaurant, and I've seen I've already been going on for 20 minutes, and I've only done like a small little portion of the airport, so I need to get moving. So yeah, it's just have a view restaurant bar. You got like little like things in here, and you can have a look at there if you want. And nice little seats here, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So right, where can we go next? Let's go to the air livery hangar. So in here you have the little car park that comes through here and park up. I built this very, very recently. So yeah, then you just come around here. And then here it just says, welcome to Air Livery Norchester. Please have your card ready. Visitors pay £2 parking fee. So yeah, it's just got the entrance in here. A small little one, but whatever. This is actually based off a place I went before. So yeah, went to KLM UK Engineering. They had a little bit place like this. So and yeah, it's quite nice. So yeah, please present your card. This is for like employees and a sort of little design I have, and then there's just like storage in there, and I put confused. Look at the site map, for God's sake. But yeah, it's sort of like the whole thing. So I thought, oh well, I'll just use a map. So yeah, there'll just be a little person sitting in there, and that door's open right now. But there's a lever here. If you twist it, pull it, pop it. That door's open. So yeah, if I do that, it's now open. So I just did a little bit of redstone there to wire that up. In here, these are just little offices. You can just wait around here, just stuff like that. I've got some aircraft in there, which I'll show you in a second. That's a little entranceway into this little area here. And here I've got some offices. We've got some like lunch tables here. Just some offices for people. There's just some little fire exit down here. Into the car park. So yeah, further through here, if you just go through here, this is the main hangar. So yeah, this is meant to accommodate, I think, a maximum I'll say is 2 767s. 2 767-300 seems about right. But in here right now, I've got a SAS 738 being painted over. Like what happened was, I'm going to say that I had an incident and had to have the cockpit replaced, or like this section of the fuselage replaced here. I'm just going to have it repainted. As I can see, there's a little guy there repainting the tail. So what registration of this? This is what's that? Lima November Romeo Golf Alpha. That's in fact probably one of the first 737-800s, I should think. Because yeah, usually with airlines they'll have like a little series of it. So like this, it'll be like they'll get the first one A, and then it'll be RGB, RGC, RGD sort of thing. So that could have been the first one. Should we go inside? I think we should. So yeah, this is actually little Dackers, but I completely changed the wing, and I've changed a lot of it, like the rudder and that, and also changed the tail and the tailplane because so I can have the APU in. Which looks a lot better now. So yeah, than it was on the original design. So yeah, actually going. Here we've got the cockpit. I don't know why that was there. Yeah, we've got a cockpit here. I've got what is it? Pedals. Because I can actually fit it in there, so we're a small little cockpit, but it's fine. We've got cabin here. I think this isn't business. I think it's economy plus. So yeah, it all looks like it because the seats aren't different apart from different colours. So I think it's economy plus, and then this is economy. And I think I need to bring that down a bit, because yeah, it makes more sense to have about like 6 down there, because I don't think they'd have that many. They'd have much more economy. So yeah, that's down there, and at the back there's just a little galley, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, because obviously a leather there. So that's that. And here we have an Airbus A321, a Finnair one. I think I really need to shorten this, because this looks a bit too long. I don't think it's at the back, it's at the front mainly. Oh, hang on, because it's meant to be like the same like the fuselage on either side. Probably the nose by about like a block, so there's one less window at the front. I think that'll make a difference. Yeah, I really would, wouldn't it? It's pretty blooming huge, isn't it? So yeah. Anyway, if you just go inside here, same little cockpit design, pretty much as 737. Yeah, I think that's like that because yeah, it just goes outside. So yeah, this has actually got the other side 6 that Airbus have. So yeah, it's not the conventional yoke. So yeah, just a nice little cockpit in here. Just go back out here. This is business, I can tell. And then further back here, this is just all economy. Finnair, just had a look at the Finnair cabin on YouTube, where someone just walked through it. So yeah, I was able to sort of find out where all the seats went. So yeah, I guess we can just go through here, because this is where we're going. This is a KLM Cityhopper Fokker 70, one of my most favourite aircraft. This doesn't actually exist anymore. It was broken up. I actually went on this exact registration when I went into the to KLM UK Engineering, and they allowed me graciously to go into one of the planes. I think they said that they was in for maintenance, but I think they were actually just stripping the cabin ready for scrapping. Because I remember they just took all the seats out and it was completely white. So yeah, I don't know why they would have to like paint it white, but I don't know. They probably thought it might have gone to another airline, but yeah, it was broken up, because I had a look on planespotters.net, and then I had a look at KLM Cityhopper Fokker 70, and it said Papa Hotel Kilo Zulu Tango, and then I just went to yeah, the status, and it said scrap, and I was like, no. So yeah, that is actually scrap. There's 9 left in service now, I think. And so yeah, this doesn't actually exist anymore, but I'm going to say it is, and this has been here since it did exist, so I'm not going to get rid of it now. Might just change the registration, which is sort of like trying to get me to get this out before they retire it, and the Average A, which I'll show you in a second, as well, because they're all going to be retired with the airlines here. So a nice little cockpit in here, pretty standard, and then I've just got the normal KLM cabin. There isn't any business or economy plus. I think there was actually, should I just change? Yeah, I'm going to change this now. I don't know what it is, but I think I'm just going to change this now, because I do believe there's like a little economy plus or like business at the front here. I'm just going to do this sort of thing. I don't know. In fact, I'll probably do a little thingy, what was it? Yeah, like grey slab. Because yeah, I think there is like a tiny little bit of business on the Fokker 70, but yeah, most of it is economy. So little galley back here. That's how it was. Yeah, that is pretty much it. So what? There we go. Oh, phlegm indeed. It really is. So yeah, this is the air livery hangar, if you didn't know. And yeah, I actually got the air livery logo, because before it just said air livery at the top and it looked terrible. I thought, try putting the logo on the side, and that looks absolutely amazing. It is exquisite, as John Cody would put it. So yeah. And I've got that there. Ooh, something on there I might want to show you. This is in fact like the like saying who built and helped with the Norchester Airport and that. So I've got builders. Daisy, she helped me build the Norchester. Norchester, the Airport View Hotel. I converted it, but she like came up with the design and everything for it. So yeah, I've got Bear Swag 123, which built that thing there. Ah, phlegm, stop it. And then here we've got me, obviously, Stintium 4895, also known as Callum. He pretty much built the whole runway with me. And not the whole, like half of the runway, I'd say. I worked it all out, and then he helped me dig it all out, and yeah, and like fill it all in with obsidian, because that took for ages. And I've got a Landcraft 36, and I've got Krugs 1027 as well. And so designers, Atlanticraft, Lord Dacker, me, Bear Swag, Bradley Wally, which is in fact some guy that did an airport vehicle. I've destroyed them all now because I've had to move them about, but I will be doing the back end, don't you worry if you're watching this video, which you probably aren't. And then we've got Yazoo, who did some of the other vehicles as well, sort of like Decker. Ideas, Landcraft, me, Daisy, and Scott Ostrich, who was in fact a friend of mine in 2015, and then I came back from holiday, and then she just wasn't my friend anymore. And then I've really? I was gonna say, I've actually, requested her, but trust me, I have. And that's been going for like 2 years, and I haven't got a reply since, so... yeah, I know, right. Right, I've had a drink now, so I should sort out the phlegm for like the next 2 seconds. Well, Lil Decker and me, obviously, and then special thanks, Stacey. Sarah 303 was in fact Aaron, and then Soften Sizzler, who was Matty Studios Game, who's in fact deleted his channel now, which I've found quite weird because he was my inspiration to do YouTube, and now he's gone. Weird. Then we've got ZDK, Lil Decker, and Delta MD88 fan, who is someone I've added recently, but please sort of help me with this, so I gave them a special thanks. Now, should I don't know. I was going to say, should I draw aircraft now? Let's try and whiz through this quite quickly because, yeah, we do need to get to other stuff and we're recording for over half an hour, so... yeah, this is the main junction for the airport. So this motorway here, I've just classed as the M5, not like the real M5. I just thought I'm just going to make this little thing up. So yeah, well, in fact, because me and Atlanticraft was saying that this can be something like East Midlands, so we could just rename this to the M1, but... I don't know, I just like to class it as the M5, and then I made up some little, like, towns and cities that you go to. So, sorry, my throat just went there, and I was like, so... It's really funny. Anyway, yeah. And this is the M5 here, so yeah, that just goes right through the airport complex, really, or it just splits it all up. And so I've got a little junction over here. If you're not from this country, this is typically what you'll find at motorway junction. These do actually exist quite a bit. And with this, I'll have a massive roundabout right over the motorway. So it's actually a really quite cool design how I managed to do that, where it just keeps it all out of the way, but quite compact. And so yeah, it's just got the other little slip roads coming up here. So yeah. And that would just go up there. So then what we've got is this would go down to the airport. That's just all the main airport, the terminal, the car park, and everything like that. And to get to the car park, you have to go down this road. That's meant to be a tunnel, but I didn't want to break it through because it would look weird, and just because it's a super flat world. And if you're saying, why didn't you just make it a normal, like a custom one? Because when I made this world, they didn't even have them, and I'm not going to be rebuilding this again, like block for block. So. We're just going to have to live with that, so yeah. This is the car park here. This is the control tower, which I'll show you in a minute. I just want to sort of carry around saying what I was doing about the motorway. And yeah, I've run out of swiftness. No, I haven't, but it seemed like I have some more. So yeah, over here, this is my sort of like services area and freight side of the airport. This is quite recently developed. This was basically this and this. That's what this was. There was a little road that led down to about here, and then it stopped here pretty much. There was a tiny little road that I built there with traffic lights and eventually got rid of. And then I started to build this cargo terminal here a bit more recently. And so yeah, that was yeah, that was all that was here. And then one day I just thought, right, I'm going to completely do this properly now because I've been leaving this as an undeveloped area and this really needs to be done, and now it's completely done. So, apart from adding in the cars, yeah, it's quite nicely complete now. Probably isn't like 100% complete, but I'd say about 99% complete. There's probably a couple of things which I've done wrong and I need to fix, but I'll do that at some point. What I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to go through every single place in the airport to make sure that everything is fine, nothing's broken, no one's just come in about 5 years ago and just put like F off or something like that, and then I upload it. So yeah. I'll just have to do that eventually. And so yeah, I've got the little road through here. This is the services, the little roundabout here. This is a one-way system, by the way, because I thought that would make more sense just because of how compact this is. As you go around here, this is a little shop here. I just called it, I can't remember what this was before, but then I named it the Bear Swag Cafe because that was who actually did it. And yeah, I actually built it, and so that's there. This is meant to be the co-op. Atlanticraft did this. I think he came in here later on and had torches and stuff because it wasn't very bright in here, but... Oh yeah, and he probably had Windows as well. So, not Windows 97, he added 2 Windows. There even is no Windows 97, what are you on about? So yeah, here, this is, I don't know what this is. I just decided this to just be like a little, just general, like, convenience store going down here. So yeah, that's there as well. Here we've just got a nice little petrol station. And so yeah, it just says the fuel and the price of it. And so yeah, there's some nice little pumps there. And there's quite a big car park here for everybody to park in. And so as you can see, these are just the arrows pointing this way. So those ones are back in front. These ones are back in front, if you know what I mean. Like they're both ways. And this one is just the one-way system. And here, these are just the sort of like stable parking, the kids parking. I do believe this video is probably going to go on for over an hour, so I was going to say, just bear with me. You would have seen that this is over an hour, so yeah. As I said, just hang on. So yeah, this is the actual services. Finally came to me. So yeah, I only just completed this recently. And so yeah, I've got some nice little seats in here because there's always like seats in the centre of there's always seats in the centre of sort of like a services. So yeah, I decided to do that there. I mean, normally it's circular, and this is a lot smaller than normal ones would be, but I sort of live with it. So here we've got a nice little Starbucks. This was originally done by Atlantic Craft, and then I just expanded it because it was absolutely tiny. And then I decided to do some little bottles up here with cocoa beans in it. Best thing I could come to coffee, and yeah, I basically just carry the design through. And then yeah, in here we've got some McDonald's. That's what these banners are meant to be, by the way, if you're wondering. So yeah, I've got that. Again, I just carried the design through just further along, and don't know why that's there. And so it's those little things which I need to go around and sort out, because I'll just it's really airport updates and tours and stuff that I actually, because I'm going around everything and I just have a look at everything. I just go, oh, that might need changing, that might need fixing, sort of thing. So yeah, here I do believe Atlantic Cockpit is here, but yeah, I've got a nice little bar there. And another thing which I've noticed, why the hell is that not there? I didn't even finish this vlog. Oh, I know what this is. Oh god, that needs to go around there. I don't know what I was doing here, but again, as I said, that's the sort of little things that I'll find. But yeah, because this was a lot bigger, so I just put that around there and I just completely forgot about it. And so yeah, just go boom, 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 boom. There we go. And so yeah, just also put this for a bit of a cobblestone wall, and yeah, that will just completely fix this. No one saw that. So yeah, in here, and hang on a second. Oh, that's fine. Again, no one saw that. Right, this is the other side. This is just the toilets here. So I've got the one toilets here. I've got little sinks there. And yeah, here, I don't know why I didn't have windows there, but whatever. I don't really have them in toilets, do you? So yeah, I've got some more toilets here. I actually used hoppers, because they look a lot better for toilets. So yeah, I think I need to change that. So I've got some new rhinos against the wall here, little thing there, and our toilet in there. So yeah, then here, this is a W.H. Smith. Atlantic Craft designed this. I just added the sign here. So yeah, you just put all this here, and then you put this here, and then it was like, capture number 2, please. Because you always have them in this country, don't you? So yeah. And those are the services. So, Jesus Christ, right. Getting outdoors in Minecraft 101. Right. I guess I can show you this then, the cargo terminal, because I'm right here. I'm actually in the process of changing this now, so it's not going to be completely right, because in the passenger terminal, I moved that all around, as you probably saw from that video. But I also did it for the cargo terminal as well, and there used to be an MD-11 here, and this 737 was skew width, and then everything else was different, so I thought, I need to go and change it all, and then I was like, oh yeah, I need to change the cargo terminal as well. So this is fine. Yeah, this one's enough to change. It's the one down here that I had to change. I think I finished it now. Hang on, if I just go right round, baby, right. Don't start singing that. I think I might have to sort this out, but I think I might leave it. It's fine. All that I know, I'm just going to destroy that now because that really annoys me. I think I was like, oh, we'll destroy that in a minute. I completely forgot, but I'm going to destroy it now because, as I said, it annoys me. And so yeah, I'll just do that like that. There we go. And so yeah, that is all just actually fine now. So this is the little cargo terminal. So what these are, this is well, as you can see, this is completely off. I need to center that again. But yeah, this is sort of like where the cargo's all piled up, and this is where it comes in, sort of thing. So these are just hatches. As you can see here, these ones are closed, so there's nothing here. So yeah, those are just all hatches which are there, and this is just a little door to go out of there. So these ones are all going out, so as you can see, they're waiting to be loaded, and these ones are all coming in. As you can see, they're all just coming in there onto the tracks. This little bit here is in fact the little control rooms. So yeah, we've just got a nice little control room, so you can just watch, making sure that all the cargo's flowing nicely, and they're coming in as well. You've got a nice little view of the plane right there. And so yeah, as I said, it's not completely done yet. I think I'm actually done, yeah. I think the only thing I need to do is just move this over. Oh, and there's some chests in there by the scenes of it. But yeah, otherwise it is done. So yeah, that is something which I will have to do eventually, but as I said, I will get around to it. So yeah, I'll show you the planes. We've got a DHL Air 757, not just DHL. DHL Air is the British one. The one that's based at East Midlands. So yeah, this is in fact, if this is based off East Midlands, then this is actually perfect. Of where this is going, so yeah. I've got a little with this girl out there to represent the back of the engines, because someone did that for, in fact I discovered it in Airport Update, yeah. I think it was my last one who discovered that, how that actually works. So it's Golf, Bravo, Mike, Romeo, Echo. I just call it G Bumry, because I just like saying that. I was like, what is it? Oh, it's G Bumry. I like that. Right. And what else? Like, just with any aircraft registration, like, what's this? Yeah, Utemp. Yeah, something like that. So yeah, this is a quite nice DHL livery. And so just got a nice little cockpit in there, and pretty much no different to everything else. Here we've just got a, what is it? It's, yeah, it's a 757-200 F. This is a 737-400F. Yeah, as I said, it's by TNT. Not the TNT block, just the TNT, the cargo airline. So yeah, as you can see, it's Oscar, Tango, November, Papa. So yeah, as you can see, this is all unloading. So I've just sort of made it like that. I've just got a little door in there, and then the cockpit is the same, I should think. And that one has got the pedals as well, because just because how this plane is designed, I can actually fit them in there. This is actually the 800 variant, but the 800 I think it's got the exact same fuselage as the 400. It's just got like different engines, different winglets. I think changed wing shape as well, and a lot of changed like flight controls, shapes, and avionics, and everything's completely changed with it. But yeah, it's the same fuselage, I do believe. So yeah, that is a little cargo terminal bit here. This is the main runway. So yeah, this is runway 9, and over there it's runway 27. This was originally, I think it was 3618, and then I realised, look. Look! This is not facing north-south, is it? So yeah, I had to change that. And then I actually put the 27 at this end, and then I realised that was wrong, because that's facing 90 degrees, and this way is facing 270 degrees. And so yeah, that was something I had to change, but it's now fixed. So yeah, as I said, I need to sort these out, because they're not like that. They're always at angled, aren't they? And so yeah, I will change that eventually, as I said. So yeah, I just like seeing the little Swiss tail just poking out the back of the hangar there, so yeah. I guess I can just show you the other aircraft. Oh no, this. So I was going to show you this. So yeah, this is in fact the control tower. What I've said it as you can see by this little plaque here, this building was converted to a control tower by the RAF in 1940. The main tower was opened in May 1986, because basically, there's this place called BAC Wisley, which was a test flight centre for planes coming out of Brooklands, which I'm going to be building after Norchester. So yeah, that was there, and that in fact used a control tower that should convert from an old farmhouse, and I think that's what I thought of for this, and I was thinking, hey, let's just make it as if there's a house, like control tower. It used to be here, and this was just like a farmhouse that used to occupy on the airport. There was like farms all around here, and then they just built this as an RAF base, and then now they just converted into an airport, and they just put like this little control tower in the middle of it. I think it's quite funny. So yeah, and through here, this is just little stairs. You have to spiral all the way up. You get quite dizzy, so if you're dizziest, then be prepared. Get up, come on. Where's the top? There it is. You're always thinking that. You're just thinking, how far to the... Oh, is there? So yeah, this is it gives you quite panoramic views of over the whole airport. So yeah, if you really want to get a sense of this airport, then this is a right place to be. So yeah, quite spacious windows I've got here. And so yeah, I think I might change it to black stained glass. It might look a bit more fancy, and yeah, a bit more stand out a bit more. And so yeah, these are just the seats here. I've got the air traffic controllers here, and I've got the little microphone here, and up here, so I can say BA262, turn left heading 050, winds at 698 at 020. 698, not winds. I don't know. Right! That is that. I've also got this little chandelier thing up here, so I thought, why the hell not? So, there we go. Outside there, and then yeah, it just comes back out in the car park. I'm just going to say that this little bit here is for the air traffic controllers, but to be honest, I don't think there's really any point in that because there's 4 parking spaces and there's like 8 air traffic controllers in there, and I don't think that there's like husband and wife air traffic controllers. Really? Up here, as you've probably seen, these are the red arrows flying over. For a long, long time, probably nearly 2 years, in fact, yeah, I think about 2 years, this was Concorde on the red arrows. And so yeah, I put Concorde here, and I just put it in front, and then I sort of went through a realism patch, like it started with, because that used to be FAC and what have you, and that was meant to be an Aircraft Manufacturing Centre. I was like, no, I'm going to change it to something realism, so there's something that's more realistic and have more realism, and I thought, well, I probably want to do the same here. So what I did is, like, made this go a lot higher, because these were about this level. They were literally about the height of this, just above, so I thought I need to make them higher, and plus I'm just going to, and change to the red arrows, and also got rid of XH558 as well, which was flying about here somewhere, and yeah, a lot lower as well. And so yeah, I just got the red arrows flying over. I think it's pretty nice. So yeah, we got that. Here is a Jet 2757, yeah, 200. What is it? It is, as I normally say, G Lasab, or Golf Lima Sierra Alpha Bravo if you're formal and normal. Formal or normal, that's why I speak. So yeah. I'm just going here. I do believe this is, because I had to move this back, but this is the design by Atlanticraft, and my TV's turned off again. Now it's back on. Yeah, this is originally designed by Atlanticraft, so this is probably a business or economy plus, I don't know. Who knows, it could be all economy or something like that. So yeah, this is just all the seats down here. Again, as I said, just completely just copy it to how he did it, because I do not want to change it. I do believe that he's actually been on there before. I don't know, he'll have to tell me. Have you been? Just tell me. So yeah, I've got the nice little wing design here, which this is in fact Lord Dacre's wing design, and I just bumped it up a bit. It looks a lot better now. And also added winglets as well, which look a lot nice. They originally, I can't remember exactly what they were, but it was something along the lines of, oh god, yeah, I remember now. It was this. I think, maybe. Oh no, it was that. That was the winglet. Really? I really am. So yeah. And also 757 there. As I said, I won't be doing the terminal because that took 20 minutes before, and I'm not going to be drawing it again. So yeah, as I said, I'll just link it in the description if I remember. If not, just go Norchester Airport Terminal Tool search up, but I hope I will remember. And so yeah, this is in the spirit of Norwich, Johnny 328. I actually went plane spotting at Norwich at the time of recording just yesterday, and I saw this. Yeah, it was the first plane I actually saw. I came in from Manchester. And so yeah, it's Golf Charlie Golf Sierra. So yeah, that was and that's the Dorney 328 name. They changed it to Spirit of Norwich, and it's got little seats up here. And yeah, in fact, I think I should change this because the Dorney 328 seats, I think the Dorney 328 has like a folding door. You know, small aircraft, they have doors which just fold in and out. I think I might change that. In fact, what I'm going to do, I think I might change them purple. I'm going to change this bottom one to purple because, yeah, that's meant to be like the front of the aircraft, so. Yeah. Boink, and there we go. So yeah, this was when I actually when we actually got the purple stuff. That was like the first time I realised what it was like to finally have a slab, which is the sort of right colour for the livery, because this was all white before, and then finally we got it. I was like, finally. So yeah. That's a generic cabin. This apparently, according to Landcraft, who's actually been on this, this is what it's like. Because Loganair, this is going to go back to Loganair after August, so yeah, that'll be interesting. Why is that like that? That needs to be like that. No idea why, and I probably got rid of the cover now, haven't I? Yes, I have. Right. What is it? Just a purple carpet? No, purple, not magenta. And so yeah, boink, there we go. It just goes back there. So yeah, nice little Dornier 328. That's just the cockpit in there. I didn't actually show you, but don't really need to show you. They're pretty much the same all the way around. So yeah, just got a little taxiway coming up here, and then the other side, this is the Average that I was on about, because Swiss are retiring it for the CS 100 and 300 series. They have in fact taken delivery of their first CS 300 now. And so yeah, that's pretty cool. But yeah, they were the launch customer for the CS 100 that entered service September? God, I haven't got that right. It was sometime last year. It was sort of mid to late last year. So yeah, this is the Average 100. It was an RJ85, and then I thought, well, I think Swiss actually retired it quite a while ago, so I just changed it to an RJ100. I basically just added a few blocks to the front, and yeah, it looks like an RJ100 now. So yeah, it is Hubby or Hotel Bravo India Yankee uniform. And so yeah, there isn't actually a cabin. In fact, I think, is there a cabin? Oh look, there is. Actually, put seats in there. I don't know how. It would have been an absolute pain. And yeah, I've got a tiny little cockpit as well. That's pretty cool. This is for the push pack tug that I've actually got somewhere which I'm going to build. So yeah, I'll just put that there ready for when I build it. And so over here, I've got a Tour UK Landgraf. Oh no, I do have it. Yeah, this is the little design which Brantley Wiley did. Yeah, it's very, very nice. And he used these for wheels. Why didn't I think of this before? Thank you very much. It allows you to turn them as well, which looks a lot nicer. So yeah, that's what I use. Another 757-200. Again, this is a purely Atlantic Class cabin because I have no idea how this cabin is. He's been on it about 20 bajillion times, so I just left it up to him. And so yeah, it's the same all the way through. No idea. As I said, I'm not going to change it because he's been on there. And stop. That's what I mean. He keeps on embedding on the floor. Really? So yeah, it's a nice cockpit there. I said that was a nice cockpit there. And yeah, this is that TUI UK 757-200. What is it? Dior, that's what I call it. Got a Golf Bravo Yankee Alpha Whiskey. And so yeah, here I've got a British Airways A320. This was facing the other way, and then I just remembered, oh yeah, this is meant to be departures, and that one's meant to be arrivals. So why is it coming in? Well, in fact, no, I could have done that because then it went from arrivals to be ready for departures. Oh well. Oh well, really. So yeah, in fact, I could. If I have an aircraft, I should just put village in there. Take my passengers, would be pretty cool. So yeah. This is a British Airways A320. This is in fact my design of A320. If you want to use it, I have done a tutorial in it, of it, so yeah. You can have a look how to do it. What is this? Oh, this is my favourite registration of all. Ew. Oh god. Yeah, I looked up the British Airways cabin. It's a very, very very, very simple. So yeah, some nice cockpit here with the side sticks, and yeah, this is the British Airways cabin. Just grey seats with sort of like a black top. It's a pretty nice, and I've got a little galley up here. I was going to say, let's try and put in there the little truck wires, but I can't. And so yeah, I haven't actually closed the door, so that might be helpful. So yeah, I do believe that's all the aircraft. I'm trying to think if that is or not. And so yeah, it's how long we've been going for? Nearly an hour. Well, right, now I think I'm going to go into the subway system. So this is probably going to be the last thing that I show you in here before I wrap things up, because, oh no, there's a couple of things I just remembered, but yeah. This will be the one of the last major things. So yeah, this is the Norchester Airport subway. So go down here again. The thing with the being a super flat world, and yeah, that being this because it's this sort of like depth. I thought, oh no, how am I going to do it with bedrock on the floor? Just create the whole walls of bedrock. It actually looks quite nice. So yeah. I decided to do that, so this is all bedrock now. So yeah, I've just got a little UI here maps of Norchester Airport so people know where they are, so they're right there. And so yeah, then you just fly through here. This goes down, in fact I'll show you this now because we're right near it. So this is in fact going down to, as you can see the car park here, and a taxiway in a minute. Taxiway? Yeah, this is the KLM hangar. So yeah, I haven't actually done anything in here yet. I will be doing this next. I just want to get other stuff done. So yeah, this is a KLM in UK engineering. And so I'm thinking about putting probably another like A320 or something in here, because that'd be pretty cool to have it all painted up and everything like that, or just like taken apart. In fact, now I know what to do. Because there's in fact a 737-300 donated from Jet 2 in there. I should just put that in here. Ah. In fact, apparently Theresa May came and visited there recently. Why is there not a torch here? Again, another thing. Yeah. Apparently Theresa May came to there the other week, which is she's in fact standing in front of that 737-300. So yeah. Pretty nifty. So yeah, if you just go further down here, this connects up to you. So you can see there's a taxiway right here. This connects up to the passenger terminal. And yeah, as I said, I've already told that, so I've just got some signs down here. So passenger terminal right there. And again, this is just showing you the directions. That's the car park, and then we're going to go onto the train station in a second. So yeah, this is just leading here. That's for when you're coming out. And yeah, this is just going into the terminal. I think it's quite unique how I've done this, which yeah, it doesn't have any road access. It's just simply you have to go through the subway. So yeah, very, very unique in its design. So yeah, go down here. As I said, it is the train station. As here, it's a bit further journey away. So yeah, I mean, this absolutely annoyance to dig out. So yeah. As you can see, we're now at the train station, so yeah, just go all the way up here. It's a little bit higher because it's actually suspended off the ground. As you can see, there's a little embankment there. So yeah, this is the train station. So what I've done it as is it looks a little bit weird. I think I might change that because it looks a bit weird, to be honest. So yeah, this is the way that you can tell whether you're at the right station or not. Or not the right station, but going through the right one, because this one is meant to be like going through the entrance where it's green. If it's green, you go through it. If it's red, you don't. That's basic system. So yeah, this is the little. I won't go through the whole thing. It's the same, repeated about 4 times. So this is the sort of like departures one. So yeah, you just got 1-way tickets, 2-way tickets. If you just want to go out, or if you want to go out there and come back. And so yeah, then we just got some the little things here. This is sort of meant to be where you put your tickets in, and then yeah, you just slide it through the little button there, and then the little doors open. And you go in. There's a nice little shop in here, which you can just get whatever, and that just goes into the back of the little seats back there, and so you can actually get in. And then yeah, then you just come out here. And there's meant to be a little storage area here, but I don't put anything in there because I just say that, and my TV's turned off again. Come on, come back on. There we go. So yeah, oh god, I need a drink, hang on. Oh, lovely, right. So yeah, same thing here, you just put your thing through there and you're done. Back here, same sort of thing, just to go in there. I've just got some toilets in here, there's a million of them. How many is there? 5, it's not a million. And then same thing here, you've got 2-way tickets and 1-way tickets. I guess if you just want to go out here and just go back for some odd reason, but whatever. Again, I do not know. So yeah, that is there, and as I just said, it just repeated a million times. So yeah, it just goes all the way down here. I kind of like this one because this one's right by the museum, and you just see the back of the VC-10s and all that. Yeah, so very, very interesting. So yeah, I guess I could just go to the train. So yeah, this is actually based off, I think it's the British Rail Intercity High Speed Train 125, or High Speed Train Intercity 125, something like that. Yeah, that's what it's based off of. Basically, the blue one, which looks like a high speed train, and it's got yellow on the front. That's what it is. And yeah, in fact, I designed this by myself. I'm really, really proud of how I managed to do the wheels. They look absolutely awesome. And so yeah, I've just done that, and also for the characters as well. And so yeah. Excuse me. So yeah, above here, this is just like the wires that are suspended above the train track. So yeah, this is just the way you get on. It's not exactly level with the platform, which is a bit annoying. Well, not these ones anyway, but yeah. The ones by the carriages, they're at level with the platform. So yeah, this is the little driver's section. Driver's section. You know what I mean? Yeah, the front of the locomotive. So yeah, this is actually where it comes in, but what happens is at the front there's actually another one, so then they switch over to here, so then this one actually pulls out instead. So yeah, just the way I decided to do it. So yeah, I guess I could just show you the carriages. So yeah, in fact, hang on, if I just go back here, actually it does go back into the engine because I thought that'd be a cool little thing. So you can go through here, and this is meant to be like the little engine inside, which powers the train. So then you just go through here. This is basically connecting the 2 carriages, and then yeah, there's a nice little carriage here. Just got a little toilet here. I love to just zoom past and just sitting on the toilet. Yes, I'm like that. This was originally going to be like seats facing each other, but I couldn't it would be like a little table with a net, but then it just wouldn't work because it'd just be all skewed with and everything like that. So I just decided to keep it like an airline cabin sort of thing. It's got a little bit of a galley back here, and yeah, there's just repeats in the second one as well. So the toilet's there. You just go down the cabin, and yeah, at the front again, as I said, same thing, locomotive. And then at the front is yeah, the little driver, which would be pulling out of the station, as you can see, right down the train track. So yeah, the reason why I did that, because originally I wasn't going to do it, and then I realised that how the hell are they going to get to this door if they want to go there? There's no way for them to do that. So yeah. But then there's actually two platforms, but that one's yeah. In fact, as you can see, I've just got a little thing up here so that you can just get around. So yeah, this is just meant to be another platform. So I was originally thinking about building another train station here, but there's really no point. I guess I could extend the museum down here. As you can see, I already have to do it anyway to put the trident in. I guess I could do that if I wanted to, but who knows? I probably won't, to be honest. So yeah, that goes in the train station, and yeah, I've just got that over there. I've got some signals as well. Got some switches as well, and some crossovers. And so yeah, these are just go pointing, not switches. Yeah, this just the little yeah, sort of like catenaries that hold up all the wires to the train, so I can actually go along. So yeah, this is also the junction for the train station. So this took probably the best part of 4 hours to make, including everything in it, like trees and everything. I'm even thinking 4 hours are too short. I'm gonna say 4 hours, 4.5 hours, because I don't know, something like that. I'm gonna break the long basket. I hate the look of it. So yeah. This is the little road that goes up there, so yeah, then you just go up to the roundabout, so as you can see, it's just got a little here, Norchester Airport train station, or just station, so yeah, this just goes around here, and yeah, you don't actually go up this, it's just a one-way little road, so yeah, then it just goes up around there, and then you just come around here, you go to the traffic lights, and this is sort of the way out, so as you can see, and it goes around here, all the way, just sort of bends all the way down, which is pretty nice, and then it just joins back up with the motorway again. I decided that it's not going to be connected up to like all of the ways that you could, so I wasn't going to do it, so then it just connects up here like that. And so yeah, I was thinking, oh, I should do that, but to be honest, in what world would somebody come here to go into the train station so then they can get off, and so then they can just get, so then, yeah. So then, like, what world would it? They'd be coming from, like, Norchester or whatever, like the city of Norchester, to come in to go on a train station and go back to Norchester. Makes no sense. And plus, if they were not actually using a train and they were just wanting to, like, use the subway, what would be the point? They'd have to pull in here, they have nowhere to park, and then they just have to go into the subway. So, yeah, I decided not to do that. And I think it was yeah, there's no way to just go out of Norchester because the train goes out of Norchester. So if you're coming in, you don't want to go, but you're coming in from Norchester, so you can go to the airport, and yeah, then you just to go back out, you just go back out, like you don't go, like the train is, if you're coming in, like, hang on, let me do it. So what is it? Yeah, there's no way going out that way because there's no point because the train goes to Norchester and that's going to Norchester. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah. Another little forest down here. I like the little forest I made. That's pretty nice. And so yeah, that is the train station. Now I think I've only got one more thing to show you. Yeah, which is pretty staggering. I've been going on for over an hour now. Da-da! So yeah, these are all the fields. As you can see, it doesn't seem interesting, but I've got a little house here. The Landcraft built was like this, and I saw that. I was like, how the hell is he going to do that? He's going to have a right old job to build like park it like that. And then I just left it because it was pretty funny. It would just be funny when people come on the world and then they just have a look at this and go, what the hell was he doing? So yeah, we've got a nice little garden here, nice little farmhouse. There's nothing in it because we thought that we didn't have to go into that detail. Got some stairs here, so like this isn't meant to be part of the main airport, so this is something you just go into the background. So yeah, got a nice little pond here, and there's nice little seats. Got a tree, and just got a nice little tiny little shed here with a little plant pot and like a desk for someone to work there if I want to. And so yeah, and here just goes into this field here, and yeah, then this goes into this field here, and this one goes into this field here. And so yeah, we've got different fields here. So we've got the this one's for wheat. It goes all the way down to the service station, and yeah, the sort of like cargo terminal area. And then down here, this is meant to be like a field for like cows and sheep and stuff like that. Hence why there's a barn there, which I've actually put animals in if I just go in there quickly. What? I failed. So yeah, they've got some cows in here. So yeah, sheep over here. So yeah. Just all on it. Now over here, there's another field as well. This is sort of meant to be the same thing. So yeah, like cows and sheep. In fact, I think what I'm gonna say is like sheep's on that side, cows on this side, or something like that. But the cows have less space. Yeah, but this is not. This is meant to be like the end of the field up there, because why not? Yeah. Anyway, right here is the beetroot. I've got a beetroot farm here. This is the most recent one which I actually did. So yeah, I've got a nice little beetroot farm here. Here is another field. I don't know what it's going to be. I've got another field over there as well. And yeah, it leads up right to the forest, which is sort of the boundary, which I like to say like the boundary between the motorway and everything like that. Sort of like a little green belt, if you like, between all the farming and the road. And so yeah, that's all down here. So I like the little road design which I did, like the little dirt tracks that they normally have, because I was thinking, oh, how am I going to do that? Well, I have to till the ground, but no, that will get put on, and then just grass will grow over it. And then they added the ability to just like chop off a bit of the ground to make a grass path. Very, very useful for 4J Studios. Thank you very much. And oh yeah, this is carrots as well. Did I say that? I think I did. And so yeah, that is it. I think. Apart from a few things that I've seen, yeah, as you can see, I've got like the little motorway things going over here. I'm not going to go into detail what these are. I mean, as you can see, it's like no one's shoulder there, Norchester Airport station, and just saying where you want to go, sort of things. So yeah, pretty boring. My voice is about to die, so yeah, and I'll end this quickly. But yeah, I hope you find this interesting. Yeah, if you are very interested in this world, don't you worry. I will be getting this hopefully out with. I want to get it out by the summer. I've set a goal for me to complete it by the end of this year. So. Yeah, I do have a way to do it. I think you will have to have Xbox 360 to do it. I think you might be able to, because the way I've done it, you could, like the way it's going to be able to do it, I think you could, I think you really actually could get, like put it on Xbox One possibly. Yeah, you probably would actually, but the worlds are just tiny, to be honest, so. There might be like little seams at the edges, like a ring of like stuff where there's no way, that's because of the size of the world. Like Pandemonium Mark II has just started. He's just done it again. So yeah, that is the tour. Shut up! That is the tour of Norchester. I'm gonna go because the Blackbird want me to apparently. So yeah, where should I end? I'm gonna end with the red arrows. So end on the front one. So yeah, as I said, that is the tour of Norchester. So I'll leave a link in the description to the bottom. Let me start again. I'll leave a link in the description to where the video which I did touring the terminal down there, because that took absolutely forever, and it's probably the most detailed thing which I have in the world. And so yeah, I'm not going to be doing it in this video because it's already been going on for over an hour, nearly an hour and 10 minutes. So yeah, I'm not going to be doing that. Look at this. Wham, wham, wham. It's like that thing on Wipeout where you have to try and like go on it and get to the middle without getting smashed or something. Oh, that was like the thing when like they're standing on poles and they have to jump over it, and if not, they just get put into the water. It's like, whoa, whoa, yeah, and I got put in the water. So thank you very much for watching, and thank you for taking time out of your day. And choose my channel, click on this video, and hope to watch it on it. Hope you did. And so yeah, there probably will be an airport update within about a week's time, because it's been nearly a month since I last did one. So yeah, you'll probably see quite a few things in there, which I have shown in this. But yeah, to be honest, I don't care. This tour's meant to be just whatever's there. Like, I'm not just going to miss out stuff which I haven't done an airport update yet. I'll just... Yeah, you can see that. I will say what's changed within the airport update, so yeah, you can just see that. But yeah, I do hope you did enjoy this, because my throat's about to give out. In fact, no, I forgot to show you this, didn't I? I was like, oh, I'm going to show you this in a minute, and never did. The Wedges Restaurant, that's what it is. It was designed by Dulu, and I sort of extended it. So please wait here to be seated, thank you. And so yeah, I've just got nice little seats here, because originally it was only down to about here, and I just extended it to make it part of the hotel, so I thought it looked pretty nice. Excuse me. It's got a little kitchen over here. I've got order 1, order 2, order 3, order 4, which I completely did the wrong way. I just went order 1, order 2, order 3, order 4. So yeah, I've got a nice little window here to the road, and yeah. It's just a little kitchen in there, so it serves everybody. So yeah, that is finally it. Finally done everything. So yeah, but remember something which I haven't done. Yeah, just straight after recorded, because I'm like that. I really am. So yeah, as I said, that is this airport completely toured finally. So again, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video if you decide to choose that one as well. Bye. I'm gonna leech onto the Walker 70. Nearly got eaten by the Rolls Royce Tay.